and happy Vlogmas. Welcome to another video. This morning is rainy and dark and gloomy, but I have a bunch of things on my to-do list today. I need to finish up some work. I have a big presentation on Monday. I need to film another video, and so it's important that even though it's rainy and gloomy and I would love to lay in bed, I get up, stick to my routine, get my day started. So I am preparing to go to the gym in another hour or so. And so the first thing that I like to do in the morning, as you saw, is make my bed, because I live in a studio and my space is small. And so I have to make sure that I put everything where it belongs. And then I put on a pot of coffee. I don't typically have coffee before the gym, but I feel like I need it because I was up late working on that project last night. So put on a pot of coffee, and now I am actually about to wash my skincare from last night off. So a part of my morning routine and morning skincare routine is to take off the is to take off the skincare that I had on the night before. It's just in my experience, a few times in the past, the vitamin C serum and the moisturizer that I use at night has like acids in it, and I don't know about y'all, but when I sweat, that acid, my pores were burning. And so I have to make sure that I wash all of my skincare off with just like a clean face wash, and then throw some oil on my face before the gym. I cannot work out with all of that stuff on my face. So I'm going to use this Vani cream to wash all of the skincare off of my face. It's my favorite, just gentle cleanser. I keep it around. I keep it in my shower. I use it for mornings like this when I'm on my way to the gym. And I also use it to like remove my makeup and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put a few pumps of this in my hand. That was more than a few. But I'm going to put that in my hand, and then I'm just going to add water to it. I used to be like a face dunker, where I would just like dunk my face into the water, but I don't do that so much anymore. So I just save water. So I just massage it into my skin. And I have to get down on my neck as well, because I also put all of my skincare down there, as you should. This doesn't lather a lot. It lathers if you use a bunch. Sometimes I have to add water to it to get a good lather though. But again, it's my favorite gentle cleanser. It's not drying at all, and it gets all of that residue off. It's really good at removing makeup as well. I mean, you have to go in and like do a double cleanse maybe, but if you double cleanse with it, it'll get your makeup off for sure. So after I do that, I go in with these sponges. I've been using these sponges I found on Amazon to remove the products from my face after I put it on, and I like them. I still like to use a microfiber towel when I am removing makeup, just because these sponges ain't getting it like I need it to get it. But for everything else, I'm loving these sponges. They are disposable. I got a 40-pack off of Amazon. I'll put the link in the bio. Got a 40-pack off of Amazon. You're supposed to like change them out every 2 to 3 weeks or so. I'll probably do it every week, just because, I don't know, 2 weeks seems like a long time. But I use this to remove all of the face wash off. Get down here, because as I said, we'll put products all down our neck. And then in the morning before the gym, the only other thing that I put on my face, let's let that dry a little bit. The only other thing that I put on my face is some oil, just because I don't want to have an ashy face. Actually, let me put my contacts on before I put my fingers in oil. That may be a better idea. I feel like I have something on my face. I know so many people are getting laser eye surgery and stuff, but just scrupulous surgery is not my jam. I'm just gonna, me and these contacts will go together forever. That's just how it'll be. Plus I love wearing my glasses, and not just for like fashion. I like wearing my glasses. I feel like I've always worn them. Well, I've worn them since I was a young girl. And they've always just kind of been a part of me. They add character. So I don't think I ever want to not wear glasses. They are so Angela. Okay, so we have our contacts on. This bottle is empty, but I like to get as much out of it as I can. This is just bio oil, and you know, a lot of people use it for like stretch marks and to lighten dark marks and things like that. I use it on my face. When I first had my first real bad breakout with my skin lupus, I had scarring on my eyebrows because I lose my brows. That's why they're so thin. If you ever wondered why this girl doesn't have brows, that's why. I tend to like lose my brows even still today. So I had some of the lesions in my brows and on my eyelids, and so I had real dark marks left, sort of like the ones that you see on my arm here, just like under and on top of my eyebrow. And the only thing that I used as far as like brightening anything was this bio oil, and they brightened up. As you can see, the ones on my arms and even on my legs, they aren't brightened. They didn't brighten, they didn't go away. So I just continued to use this as an oil on my face because, I mean, it worked, unless the spots just went away on their own. But as I said, that's the only brightening style product that I was using. And as you see, I don't have those scars on my brows anymore. So I just go in and use that as an oil just to give my face some moisture. We don't want to go to the gym crusty. So that's the precursor to my morning routine. I actually come back and do a full like morning situation after the gym. So I'll come back and show you that later. Ready to head out to the gym in the next 20 minutes or so. But before I go, it's Saturday. Even though I do this pretty much every morning, but on Saturdays I train full body, so every part of my body, including some type of cardio. And so I have to have some pre-workout. I mean, I guess I don't have to have it. I like to have some pre-workout to get me going. The one that I use isn't anything special. I literally found it on sale in Walgreens one day, and I've been using it ever since. It works. Whatever, I use it. I like the mango flavor though. It's super good. Oh, peach mango is what it's called. I didn't even know that. Either way, it's really good. So I just go in with a little scooper. And I put 2 scoops in just the little glass I drank water out of this morning. I just used the same glass. Put a couple scoops in there. I like this one. It doesn't give me that itchy feeling, or maybe my body is used to it, because I think I remember it maybe making me itch a little bit before, but it doesn't give me that like itchy tingling feeling that some of those things give you, have you feeling crazy. Anyway, I'm just gonna add a little bit of water in there, not a lot, just because my bladder is so weak. And I've already had water, I've already had coffee, now I'm having this. I'll be running to the bathroom every 5 minutes if I put too much water in it. Plus, I only need to dilute it a little. Sometimes I see people actually just dump the powder in your mouth. Ain't no way. Like, no way. I would cough that right back up. So that's a good enough mix. And then I'm just gonna chug it. Well, maybe not chug it. It's not that good. Three chugs. Give that about 20 minutes to settle in. It'll take me like another 10 to walk to the gym, so it'll be about 30 minutes, and it'll be good and all in my system by then and ready to do its thing. So yeah, that's another like pre-gym prep thing that I do pretty much every morning, even during the week. I'm making a mess. So this is my little junk table that sits next to my reading chair and also across from my door. So I usually just drop everything here when I come in, but I like to pack a little tote, this little thing with just some essentials for the gym. So I like to take a few like sanitizing wipes just of my own to have. I also take some hand sanitizer because I like to spray my hands after every like set or as I move around the gym. Chapstick, because I don't know about y'all, but masks makes my lips so dry. Earphones, I am still using my wire earphones. I am not responsible enough for the AirPods just yet. We saw that with me buying the little cheapy wireless headphones and testing myself. I lost them in the day. We are having a difficult time. And then also my mask that's wrapped up in my headphones. So I like to wear disposable masks in the gym, and I just chuck them when I get home. And then I have some non-disposable ones that I wear to like grocery shop and things like that, but definitely disposable in the gym. So I like to pack this up and take this to the gym with me as well. I'm listening to Kiana Ledé's Kiki album, my favorite album of this year. I love every single song on this album. I do not skip. Listen to it if you haven't. So it's almost 12:30. I've been home for a little while from the gym, at least an hour and a half or so. Ate something really quickly because I was starving, and then started exporting some footage for some different videos and stuff like that. But I just got out of the shower. As you can see, I'm super shiny, and I like to do my face routine after the shower. As far as like my body in the shower, I still use products with pretty mild ingredients for my body because I'm just not there yet where I'm ready to like experiment with my body. I mean, I've added a little bit of things with like fragrance and stuff back into the products that I use on my body, but I haven't gone like full like back into like my old school products that I used to use on my body. So as far as like cleansing my body, I use a bar soap. I don't have an extra one to show you. I'll pop a screenshot of it somewhere on the screen from Trader Joe's. Note to self, buy soap when you go to the store. It's a oatmeal lavender bar. It has a little bit of like chunks of like, I guess, oatmeal flakes or something in it, so it's sort of exfoliating, but it's not harsh at all. It has like that lavender fragrance in it, so my skin responded to it well. It didn't irritate it at all, so I use that. I have to use a bar soap. Like, I cannot not use a bar soap because I feel like it has less softeners, whatever those ingredients are, than body wash, and I don't feel like I get all the way clean with body wash. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's scientifically proven by me, because when I shower with just body wash, you know, I'm clean, and so is the bottom of the tub. When I shower with a bar of soap, especially like after the gym, the bottom of the tub is not clean. So I mean, that's my science experiment, okay? All of that oil and dirt and stuff is at the bottom of that tub, and with body washes that does not always happen. So anyway, yes, I have to use a bar soap, but I do go in after I use my bar soap. That particular soap isn't drying at all, but you know, it also doesn't leave your skin smooth. So I do go in with a shower oil. I use this one by L'Occitane. I always say L'Occitane, but I think it's just one word, L'Occitane, or L'Occitane, one of the two. But I go in with this almond oil, or the shower oil with almond oil in it, and I love it. It makes my skin feel so soft and it smells so good. And this has, the fragrance in this is like powerful, but I mean, again, it does not irritate my skin. It was another like calculated risk that I took, and it paid off. So I do use this shower oil as well after I use the soap, and then I use honey pot for my honey pot. This is the sensitive one, but the regular version works just as fine. How you do that? Look, I'm trying to make it focused. Anyway, so the regular one works pretty fine, but this is all that they had when I went to the store, so I just got sensitive. So I like to use that on my honey pot, and then hilarious. And then after my shower, I oil up with, right now I'm using a mixture of these two. Now I know the people don't like when grown-ups use baby products, but let me tell you something. I've tried all the oils on the market, the fancy ones, the drugstore ones, and none of them like locks in moisture combined with my Eucerin more than my baby oil. So I use my baby oil. So I just mix these two together to lock in some moisture on my body, and I stay pretty moisturized all day. So that's my little body routine. Let's get to this face, okay? Okay, so our lighting is a tad bit different. That's because I had to cut on the lights. The natural light is just not enough for me in the bathroom, and then I had to close the curtain because the natural light and the light didn't mix well. It like washed me out. Anyway, either way, I have you planted in my mirror because I live in a very small old apartment. There isn't much room to move around, so this is going to have to work for us. Let's go ahead and get into my morning skincare routine. So I use a couple different face washes, actually a few, because earlier you saw me use the Vani cream to like just wash my nighttime skincare off, but I have a different face wash that I use for my actual morning routine. So we're gonna start off with this Glossier. I like to use this Glossier Milky Jelly, or I'm using this Glossier Milky Jelly cleanser that I picked up a couple weeks ago. So I am 2 weeks into this new morning and night skincare routine, and I have to say I really like this Glossier. It had a lot of hype around it, and it's living up to it. I didn't think that I would enjoy something that didn't lather, because this does not lather at all, not even when mixed with water. I didn't think that I would enjoy something that didn't lather, because I've just always used face washes that had a lather to it, but I really enjoy this milky jelly texture. As a matter of fact, the face wash that I use in my nighttime routine, it doesn't call itself like a milky cleanser, but it's also one. I'm gonna do a separate video for my nighttime routine, so you'll see that one then, but it also gives me the milky jelly vibes as well, and I'm just really enjoying it. I didn't know I didn't need a lather until I didn't have a lather. So I do wash my neck in the shower, but I like to put the same product on my neck and right here. I tend to not moisturize my neck though when I'm putting on my moisturizer, and then I just use the moisturizer that I use on my face, on my neck for the day. So I like to get that cleanser worked in there. I used to be a dip your face in the sink and like wet, like have to be wet, but like I'm actually enjoying the sponge wipe off method a lot, so I'm glad I tried it out. But yeah, I want to make sure I get all of that off of me. And I'm just wiping like away. I'm trying to make sure I'm not pulling down on my skin, stuff like that. So yeah. So there we have it. We have all of our face wash off, feeling clean. So after I do, let me dry myself off. So after I do my face wash, I go in and tone, and I'm running out. I'm running out of everything. I go in and I just use regular old witch hazel. I use the Thayer's, I'm sorry, this isn't Thayer's, this is Dixon's. I use the Dixon's witch hazel as a toner, and I like to use my hands. So I just squeeze some in my hand and just pat that all over my face and my neck. I don't know. Your hands are your best tools. I mean, I could use cotton pads and stuff like that, but which I have, but you know, my hands work just as well. Just pat that into my skin. I used to didn't tone every day. I would just tone when I felt like I needed, when my pores were like super open. But since I've started this routine, the last couple weeks, I just have been toning every day. And while, I mean, it may not necessarily be necessary, I'm enjoying it in this routine. So that has become a part of it. So after I tone, I go in with my vitamin C serum. This is the True Skin vitamin C serum. I got it off of Amazon. Has dang near perfect reviews. So far so good. I actually have a review up on all of these products, so if you want to know like my true feeling on them in depth, you can go watch that. That went up on yesterday, I believe. So that should be up for you. Just grab a little bit more. And I just like to dot it in certain places on my face, and then of course on my neck, and then I just rub that into my skin. I kind of do like a wiping motion. I don't know, that's the proper way. It's just the way that I do it. As long as it gets into my skin, I'm fine. And then after I wipe it in and evenly distribute it, I like to do like the pat method. Be real careful under my eyes. Pat that into my eyes, my forehead, my face. So the next thing that I like to use is an eye cream. So I've been using this Rock retinol correction cream, which I also like, and it's for line. It's a line smoothing eye cream. So when I started this 2 weeks ago, one of my concerns was that my eyes were looking a little more deep set, and I don't know if it's because they were just darker under there, and I have fine lines. I'm 36. I'll be 37 in March, so I mean, of course I'm gonna have some lines. I'm not afraid of lines and wrinkles. I mean, that's what happens when you age, but I also want to take some preventative measures, so I'm just not out here looking like grandmama at 42. And so far so good. I feel like it's lightening. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or something, but I do feel like my eyes look a lot less deep set than they were 2 weeks ago, look a lot less dark. And I think this eye cream and maybe a mixture of that and the vitamin C serum may be what is doing the trick. This feels so good to me. This feels so good to me. I love doing this to my under eye. I can do this all day. Okay, so we have our under eye cream. After I use my under eye cream, I go in with a moisturizer. Now, I have two separate moisturizers that I'm using right now. I have one I use in the daytime, one I use in the night. In the daytime, I'm using this Embryolisse moisturizer. It's a cream moisturizer. Listen, this is my favorite thing of this whole new routine I have going on. It's like a super thick, creamy consistency. A little goes a long way. And it is super moisturizing, but it also acts as like a makeup primer base, and it's perfect for that as well. I haven't been using my normal primer. I've just been using this, and my makeup has been sitting, okay? It has been in place. Again, I like to use the pat method to get my products into my skin, so I just like pat my face and neck. Make sure I get my ears, my chin, my neck, my forehead, my eyelids. Okay, so that's, and see how thick that was, but it just like melts into your skin. Crazy. I love that. And then the next thing that I go in with is sunscreen. This is by La Roche-Posay. I like this sunscreen. It's really good. It's sort of, actually, let me shake it up. It's sort of thin. That's probably like my only complaint about it, is that it's a little liquidy, but it does not leave a white film on my dark skin, and it works well under my makeup, and so I like it. It seems to be really good for everyday use, which, yes, I use it every day, even on days like today when it's sort of cloudy outside. especially during the week, because I sit at my kitchen table slash desk, which is in front of a big old window. So even if you're inside, even if it's cloudy, you need to be putting on sunscreen every single day. Another thing that I like about all of these products that I use, that I'm using so far, is that they mix well. So like, I don't have any like, you know, sometimes products don't mix well and it like you have it crumbles up on your face and things like that. None of that. It mixes very well, as you can see on my hands, completely clear. There's no film or anything like that. And then the last thing I like to do is go in with this Mario Badescu facial spray. It's just like a moisturizing mist. You typically use it like when you need to refresh your face, but I like to use it to add a little extra layer of moisture after I do my skincare routine. Now, if I were going out the house in the actual sun, I wouldn't do that because that may dilute the skincare a little bit. It may dilute the sunscreen a little bit. So if I were leaving out of the house, I wouldn't. Later on, I am going to probably run to Trader Joe's, so I am going to reapply a little bit more of my sunscreen. Well, maybe not, because I'm about to put on makeup. Let me be honest. I'm about to put on some makeup, so I'm probably not. But if I were doing this morning routine and leaving out the house, I would leave that step out because it sort of dilutes your sunscreen and you will need to reapply. So I cleanse, tone, vitamin C serum, eye cream, moisturizer, sunscreen, and then if you're just sitting around the house, or if I'm just sitting around the house, I hit it with a little extra like moisturizer spray. If I'm going out, I won't, because I don't want to mess up the chemicals in my sunscreen. So now it's time to pick out something to wear, because I do need to film a video and I need to at least look decent from the neck down. So the video that I am about to film is a review of the products that you actually just saw me use, and so I think I'm just gonna wear something plain because it's going to be like a sit down video. So I am going to just throw on this Babaton bodysuit. I got it at Aritzia. It's just a square neck long sleeve bodysuit, so I'm just gonna put that on with a pair of jeans, maybe these. Yeah, these fine. These are the first ones. These are from Zara. They're just a pair of cropped ankle jeans with a little bit of fringe at the bottom. So yeah, we'll just throw this on as a filming look. I'm so washed out because of the natural light, or because of the light bulb in here, but yeah, this is what we'll wear. Okay, so I'm all dressed and I have on just the shirt and bodysuit. I don't have any shoes, so there's no need to show you the bottom, but this is the look. I'm probably going to wear my hair down, but I have to do my makeup, so we won't do that. But yeah, this is the look. Hopefully you can see it in this light. But just the bodysuit. I love these bodysuits from Aritzia because they just suck y'all in, even though I don't have much to suck in, but they just suck you all in. If you're looking for a good quality bodysuit that's going to that's made with good fabric, it's double lined. I don't have on a bra. I probably could use one, but girl, I don't wear bras. So they are good quality, double lined, good at like sucking you in. Again, this is the Babaton brand that they sell in Aritzia, and I just absolutely love them. I have a bunch of Aritzia bodysuits because they're my favorite. But yeah, this runs at about $58, $60 or so. I'll link it below if you're interested in it. And my arms look really good in this. Yes. Okay, let's do our makeup. What I think I'm going to do, because the natural lighting is just the best, is do my makeup in the viewfinder. Like, look at the viewfinder while I'm doing my makeup. So I'm gonna be all up in y'all grill. I am doing a very simple makeup. I actually learned this technique like 3 weeks ago, and I've been just doing it ever since. This is literally my like go-to now every day. The only time I'll probably ever put on a full face of makeup again is if I'm like going to an event or like a special occasion or something like that. Other than that, I will be wearing this. I'll link or put the makeup artist's name on the screen somewhere because I cannot pronounce it and I don't want to be disrespectful and mispronounce it, and I don't have time to look up the proper pronunciation of his name. So yeah, it's very minimal, few products, which I'm extremely happy about, because I mean, y'all should know by now on this channel, I'm not a collector of things. I do not like having a lot of stuff. I just do not. So the first thing I would normally start with is a primer, but like I said, that Embryolisse moisturizer, I don't need a primer. Like, I don't need a primer, not for this everyday look anyway. Now, I haven't tried it with a full face of makeup, to be honest. So, but with this everyday look, I don't need an additional primer. So that is my primer. My skin is ready for the makeup. So the next thing that I'm going to do is just take a little bit of concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use the Almond. I think that's how you pronounce it, the Almond shade. And it's literally the color of my skin. So I don't like highlight or anything like that. Let me get closer to the viewfinder. I'm not a highlight girl. Like, even when I do my full face of makeup, like, I'm not highlighting under my eyes. My full face is very minimal as well compared to the girls that really be beating their face, which I love, just not on me. Not on me. I have to tell my best friend all the time, because she does eyelash extensions and she sells eyelashes and stuff. I'll put her information in the description box too. She's always like, I'm gonna send you, just wear some lashes. I'm like, girl, no, that is not my style. That is not me, but I love it for you. So I'm just putting a little mascara in mascara. I'm putting a little concealer in places where I may be dark. And I'm just going to spread it out over my face. I'm just using a brush that I probably need to clean. It's probably where that little pimp came from on the side of my face. I mean, I am wrapping up my cycle, but I typically get breakouts at the beginning of my cycle, and then they're gone by the end. But that just popped up a couple days ago, and I've been doing really well. I didn't pick it, and it's going away. You can barely see it, but there it is right there. It's going away on its own. Normally I'll be picking, but I'm trying to get better at that. So yeah, I just work that concealer in, get it on my neck. Okay, and then after I do that, I still go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I like to use I love this translucent. Oops, a piece of this in my face. I love the translucent powder by Laura Mercier, and I just use that to set under my eyes, because remember when I was doing my skincare routine, I told y'all that one of my concerns is these deep set circles. And I have a few wrinkles, and then I also get really oily in my T-zone, so I like to hit right around there. Take my big fluffy brush and sort of brush that out. I don't let it sit. I brush it off pretty much immediately. I also like this Juvia's Place loose powder, so sometimes I'll use that, but this is a color. This is the colored one in Gobi, G-O-B-I, I guess that's how you pronounce it. So sometimes I use that one too. This one isn't translucent though. It's like the color of my skin as well. But then I'm gonna go in and powder, and I still use trusty dusty old MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I use Dark Deep. So I go in with that, put a little on the sponge, and then just powder my face just to add some color back into it, because that translucent powder ain't always so translucent. So I want to make sure that we bring in the color back to my face, and that's pretty much it. That's the everyday like skin look. I'm not bronzing or anything like that, which I don't really do that for real anyway. And then I'll go in with some mascara. I still use the old Trusty Dusty Great Lash. This is my absolute favorite, but I don't know what's wrong with this formulation, if they like did something new, but it's been running real bad, this tube. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the Better Than Sex. Let me quit playing myself and turn here and do this. I think I'm gonna get the Better Than Sex, because I really like the Better Than Sex mascara too. So I'm due to like re-up on some of my stuff, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab that when I do. my little shop at Sephora. Maybe in the next couple weeks. Maybe when I go home for Christmas, I'll stop in Sephora. Drag my sister with me and make her go with me to shop for makeup. Maybe that's a bad idea because she'll beg for something. My little sister is 30. Don't kill me, Luquita. 31 now. She acts 10. So typically I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil in dark brown, but I'm out. I just realized today. So I have my backup pencil. I like this Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim pencil. Can you see that? Is that focusing? I like this pencil. I keep this in my overnight bag. I have an overnight bag. You know, you never know. And I keep this in there. So I just snagged this out of the overnight bag to fill in my brows. I'm also going to do my brows off screen and then come back because, girl, I need the light and everything. So I'll be back. Okay, guys. So that's the finished look. I went in and put my brows on, added a little bit of this NYX Butter Gloss. What color is this? In Tiramisu on my lips. Put a little bit more mascara on, lay my edges down just a little bit, just a tiny bit. No baby hairs though. We don't really do baby hairs over here. I need to moisturize my hands because, girl, you cannot be going on camera with your hands ashy. People already have something to say about me not wearing fake nails or like nail polish. I mean, I just happen to be a fan of like a manicure and just nicely shaped nails with no polish or anything on them, even though admittedly they haven't been in the best shape because I haven't been going regularly to get manicures because pandemic. So they have been a little wonky, but I mean, normally they are manicured, they are shaped, and I just like the way they look like this, but the people have been coming for me. So I may get some cute little nail polish something for Christmas while I'm back home too. I don't know, we'll see. We'll give the people what they want. No biggie. No biggie. Like, don't crucify me because I don't want to wear long prongs on my finger. I let y'all live. Let a girl live. Anyway, so this is the final look. Let me cut on the light because I feel like I look a little washed out. Okay, that does not help. Never mind. Anyway, so this is the look. I am going to go ahead and wrap up this Get Ready With Me. Thank you all for spending this entire morning with me. It is now afternoon. It is well into the 1 o'clock hour. I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.